you guys doing?
Good.
Everybody here believes that they're going to be in the big leagues and they're going to be playing against you at some point. It's just everybody working towards the same dream, and it's very relaxing to come in and you're not in the public eye. There's no reporters, no one scrutinizing you for how much you did on your squat that day.
Brandon's really putting on a show today because normally he comes in and sits on the glued hand machine and just sips his small batch coffee and runs us through the 39 home runs he hit last year, like 4 times a week. It's very cool.
Brent's kind of like the ringleader and the chirping back and forth, and like everybody's pulling for each other once the season comes. But during the off season, we're pushing each other for sure.
Oh yeah, everything's competition, from everything we do in the cage to racing right here to jump roping. Will thinks he's the best jump roper here, to top speeds on the treadmill. I mean, it's motivating. I would say it makes it more fun to come in and work every day. So it's a good environment we got set up.
I'm in the big leagues, told him don't miss me, ballin' like Houston.
The 22-9 first rep there, Dave.
I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues, told him that I gotta go, dog. I'm riding a road, y'all, I think that I'm back in my bag now. So I need that go, y'all, got hits when he throwing the fastball. Just too quick for it, peeling off like the whip orange. Seen they effort, this piss poor, I got too much I gotta tend to. Car payments and the rent due, told y'all that I'm 6 foot, but with the money statement I'm 10-2. Yeah, I'm in the big leagues.
2 more.
21 that time, Brent.
There you go.
Sitting PRs on the daily.
You can look up on the board and you see 23.6 on sprint speed. And that's like, I think the first week we did it, everyone was kind of like, oh yeah, like PR, I got 21. And then as soon as someone hit 23, you're like, all right, no one else matters. I don't care if I hit 23.5, I'm not gonna write it down unless I hit 23.7.
Jake Berger had the record at 22.6 until Monday. And I got 22.8. Then later that Monday, he got 22.9. And then Elijah Dunham yesterday went 23.6. But to be fair, Dunham was the first like actually fast person to do it. So me and Berger are like definitely not fast people, but not slow, but Dunham's the first guy to be like, yeah, he's fast.
It's that kind of thing where there are probably going to be more athletic guys than you, better, stronger, faster than what you are, and that just kind of helps you understand what's coming and makes you work harder to make sure that that guy doesn't take your spot.
Attaboy.
We have a competition every week. It's like 4 different metrics that we calculate a certain score. And average exit velocity, blast data, umpire percentage, so like swinging at the right pitches and not chasing, like expected WOBA off of the Rapsodo. So if you hit a ball over 100 miles an hour, you're in the Silverback tribe. But if you hit one 110 or more, then you're in the golden Silverback tribe. So there's only 3 guys in that right now. So last week I won. Brandon Lowe's pretty upset about it still. You know, he talks about wearing the chain all the time. So you know, I have to rub it in a little bit.
We have a couple guys that do analytics in here to see how we're performing against other players in the league and stuff like that. And I think they saw that I think Berger's speed was like 0.1 faster than me on average or something like that. And every day of the week I hear that he's faster than me. But I just like to tell him that I hit more doubles and more homers, so I'm jogging around the bases more than he is. So there's a reason why his sprint speed's higher, because he gets to sprint more than I do. It's hard to be good at everything, you know. So I let Jake have a couple things. I'll tone it back in ping pong for him.
Berger likes to play the net. It's just kind of known. He just dominates the net every day. A lot of people complain about it. There's no rhythm to what they do. You can't. One day it's this, one day it's that. Best of 3, it's usually just until we go hit. This is kind of like the warm-up. It started out as a best of 1, and then as we kind of roll into the off season and workouts get a little easier and we do more hitting, we have a little more time on the table.
So basically this is just like weekly maintenance work. We usually do it the day after he throws a bullpen. Just helps him recover, stay feeling good so he can keep working his other stuff during the week.
things in your shoulder and elbow and back will pop up because your body's kind of just getting ramped up. And so I feel like it's just kind of a way to stay on top of that stuff and stay ahead of it. And usually within the next day, you feel really good.
My first year, I butted heads with Hunter about using the belt, and I got my butt kicked a little bit by pro ball. And the next year, I committed and I understood that this is what is going to help me get better, and it works.
Every swing we take is captured on both Blast and Rapsodo. Just as one, a reference point. One, it helps with our little competitions and games that we do. And then two, it's kind of a reference point to go back and be like, all right, this week I hit really well. I don't like where my swing was at. Let's kind of go see what's different this week than maybe this other week when I've been struggling a little bit more. So it's a nice reference point to have to kind of keep tabs of your swing and how you're performing throughout the off season.
Like when we're having fun and just messing around, we kind of perform better too. Like you can kind of keep the work separate, and when it's time to work, then you can put it in. And then if you ask anybody here, like we're ready to go, you know, whenever it starts, whether that's tomorrow, whether that's in 2 weeks, whether that's in 2 months. So
One of my favorite things is like playing against guys that I know. Played against Rooker this year, and he was like the best player on the planet for 3 games. Every time he jogged past me, I wanted to jab him in the side. Cut it out, man. Like you're coming against my team right now. I need you to back it down. But it's always great to see guys, especially. I mean, half of these guys you've been working out with for 5 or 6 years, and you know you have developed that bond with them, kind of as a second family. It's not like we have average guys here. You know, we have guys that are going to be staples in lineups for a long time, and to be able to compete against that every day of the off season to prepare us to go compete against the best players in the world. If spring training started tomorrow, we'd all be ready to go.